Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we are going to take a look at a spread for new love for those of you who are wanting to have someone new in your life, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is an email address in the description box below, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. So I went ahead and dealt out the cards beforehand because I wanted to save for time, so we would have time to actually talk about this, okay? All right, so overall energy is the Ten of Cups. So this is talking about, it could possibly be a soulmate because this is a soulmate card. This is talking about you wanting to have that amazing love with someone who, treats you right, who loves you the way they're supposed to love you, who shows up the way that they're supposed to show up with this Ten of Cups. For some of you, you may want to have a family with this person, okay? Underneath this, we have the Emperor. Oh, this is what I forgot to tell you when this card is coming up. This is Aries energy. Your person, those of you who are in a twin flame connection, your person may try to hijack this reading. I'm just letting you know because that, has a tendency to happen when I try to, veer off and do other types of readings. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's go back. So the Emperor, this is Aries energy. This could represent your twin. It could also represent, the energy of the new person that's coming in. This could be someone who is very forthright, someone who exhibits fatherhood energy. They could be a father. They may want to have a family with you with the Emperor card, but this is someone very disciplined. They're very stable, okay? Underneath this, we have the Ace of Cups. So this is ultimately about you learning how to love yourself, okay? This is also about that self-love translating into an either a rekindled romance with someone from the past, because remember I told you I can just feel your twin in this reading, okay? And also with the Ace of Cups, this is about a new love coming in, okay? All right. And then underneath this, we're talking about, basically what you want. You want something stable, long term. You want someone who's going to be here for the long haul and not somebody who's in and out and playing around and playing games, all right? Because, up until now, I feel like a lot of you have been single, okay, with this Nine of Pentacles, but there's nothing wrong with this. This is about you standing in your power, okay? You're just wanting to stand in your power and have your dream lover come along with the Six of Wands, okay? All right. Your person could be somebody who's in the spotlight. I also am seeing here King of Pentacles, which can speak of, a businessman that may come into your life as well. So we're going to start by clarifying this Ten of Cups. Let me look at this first. Ten of Cups, please. See? What I tell you? I told you. I told you your person is going to try to hijack this read because I could feel them before as I was laying out the cards. So this is a situation where you're going to have a choice. That's why this person is showing up in your reading, okay? The divine masculine, the two of you are going through what you're going through. You're trying to both release your triggers. You're triggering each other so you know what the other person, what you have to work on and what the other person has to work on. And I feel like once this new love comes in, your person, your twin is going to try to come back to, and you're going to have a choice. For some of you, it could be more than one person, okay? Let me clarify further. Ten of Cups. Yeah. Okay. A lot of you have been impatient when it comes to this situation, and I feel like with this patience card, this is what Spirit is telling you, you need to learn how to have patience. I get this card all the time too. Spirit is forever. I see there's a deck where it comes in the shape of an hourglass. There's another deck, this deck actually, where it shows a picture of a woman that's impatient. I get this all the time, so don't feel any type of way. I understand that these things take a long time when it comes to can take a long time when it comes to the twin flame situation, but I feel like Spirit is just saying, good things come to those who wait, but don't put your life on hold. Just be patient and know that the right people are coming to you when they're supposed to. That's what I feel like Spirit is saying with this. You still live your life, okay, collective, and don't let anybody get in the way of that, okay? All right, we're going to pull one more card. Yeah. So we got soul searching. This is your person. They are just trying to bust up in this reading. Yeah. Okay, so we got Seven of Swords. It says looks are deceiving. So this is talking about your person. I don't know why they coming up in this reading so hard, but they are. This is saying, just talks about them lying about their feelings. They may be wearing a mask, not letting you know truly how they feel about you. Okay. I'm trying to find a deck that I can use where it doesn't necessarily, where it would be harder for them to come through. Because I did a reading about them yesterday and I don't want to keep beating a dead horse. Okay, let me try this one. Ten of Cups. Okay. All right. So at the end of the day, we've got the bouquet card. So this is about you being happy. All right. That's why we've got the Ten of Cups here. You're wanting to have happiness and harmony when it comes to love. For some of you, it may be reconciliation, because even if it's not your twin that comes back, there could be somebody from the past coming back. And I know y'all don't want to hear that, but this is what Spirit is giving me. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull a deck. I'm going to pull a card for you, a card for your twin, and then a card for the new person, because this twin, your twin is not going anywhere right now. They're trying to make sure that you don't like surpass them and go on and move on to somebody else. This person feels like you belong to them and they don't want you with anybody else. That's why they're showing up in this reading. But I'm still going to read about new love, because not everybody wants to deal with the whole twin flame situation. Okay. All right. Anyway, this first card here is talking about whether or not there's going to be a love interest coming into your life, a new one. And the answer is yes, because we've got the Two of Wands. So this talks about being at a crossroads, having to choose, two lovers, two decisions, like two paths is what the Two of Wands talks about. This could talk about you and this person, whether it's the new person or the twin being at a distance. It's also talking about, like maybe some of you may be thinking about moving in the future and you're trying to decide where it is you want to be with the Two of Wands. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Two of Wands. Okay, for you, we have spirit animal, a reflection of you, crosses your path to guide or protect you on your journey, a metaphor for someone or something you can relate to or admire. I feel like this is talking about your twin, because, the swans, when they show the swans like that together, it's the mirror reflection. And that's what your twin is, your mirror. Okay, Spirit is telling you in this connection, when it comes to the new love, listen to your intuition. Okay, but someone new is definitely coming. Let me pull a card for them. Ooh. Two Wands. See, yep. Okay, let's get your twin out of the way first. Okay, we know your person has trust issues. Okay, this is talking about them being afraid to be hurt. They're not trusting themselves. They're finding ways not to trust people, insecure. So while they're going through this stuff here, okay, you're going to be moving on for some of you, because look at this. I feel like this is your twin here coming up to try to get you back. They got the flowers, but look at you moving on with someone else. But, it's their fault. It's sad. The whole thing is sad. I mean, you could double back and decide you want to be with them, but I feel like the whole thing is sad, because I'm like, if you really want to be with somebody, get your shit together. Don't play games, because you know what I tell you. At the end of the day, you can talk all you want, but I'm looking at what you're doing. If you're not here, you're not treating me right and doing the things that you're supposed to do. It's all about me now. And so you have to have that mindset and understand, okay, collective, that you're the prize. You're the prize. Your person needs to be coming after you. It shouldn't be a situation where you having to run after them and tell them how you feel and they're running. And I understand this is a twin flame connection and certain things have to play out the way that they have to play out. But I feel like a lot of this is to build your fortitude and your self-belief for you to understand what it is you truly deserve. This person is pulling all this stuff out of you for you to heal it, so you can move on and have the chance to have the type of relationship you want, whether it be with this person, the twin, or with somebody new. Okay. So for your person, see, we've got, first one we've got is snake. It says deception, jealousy, betrayal, backstabbing, toxic, silent treatment. These are all the things I feel like a lot of you have been exposed to from your person, that your person has really been like a snake. This is like the Seven of Swords showing up. Okay. All right. But with the new person, it's going to be somebody, you know, we've got the Moose card. So it's talking about somebody imposing, powerful, independent. Okay. They've taken the time to do the work on themselves. They have, you know, they spent time alone. You know, they're cool, calm, and collected, very confident. So this person is going to be like almost like the antithesis of your person, of your twin. Then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is spirit saying that, you know, what's about to happen is destiny, that you're going to, even though your twin is destined to come back, you also have other options that you're destined to meet as well. So you can make the decision. The decision is yours. Okay. And as I've told you, for those of you where, you know, your twin has done all this crap to you. Okay. And, you know, while you've tried to hang on and make sure, you know, try to work things out, spirit is letting you know that this person is going to get their comeuppance. They're going to get what they deserve. Okay. All right. So second card represents what will be the new person's astrological sign. So I've got the Chariot. So for a lot of you, this is Cancerian energy. So they could have Cancer placements or be a Cancer. This can also speak of, you know, it's water sign energy. Okay. They may be a water sign. So with the Chariot, this is also talking about, you know, being able to overcome obstacles and have triumph and move forward in your life. All right. Let's clarify. Chariot. Yeah. See, your person, this is about the twin. The twin is going to have to learn this lesson. All right. Valuable soul lesson needed to make themselves whole again. So they may have to learn that because of, you know, where they fell short, they may end up losing you. Okay. Because you experienced heartbreak. So for a lot of you, your person is about to experience it too when they see you walk up with this new person. Okay. So the card we have for you is guilt wounds. So this is talking about you feeling sorry, using guilt to manipulate, being afraid to set boundaries. These are things you got to learn, collective. Okay. These guilt wounds, this is what gets you the treatment that you don't want. Okay. Because if you're allowing somebody to make you feel sorry about yourself for standing up for yourself, that's a no-no. Okay. Because if you don't step up and show people how to treat you, they're going to treat you any way they feel like they want to treat you, and you don't deserve that. Okay. All right. Let's get a card for your person. Okay. So the new person is going to be someone who challenges the status quo. Okay. They're going to open up a lot of doors and opportunities for you. This is going to bring about new hope in your life. And it's also talking about, you know, someone who is very proud. They have clarity. They know exactly what it is that they want, and they're going to want you. And there aren't going to be any games played. They're going to step up like the man or woman, like your divine masculine or feminine should have stepped up. That's how they're going to be. Okay. So this person is represented by the eagle. All right. And so, you know, we all know, you know, eagles are like very majestic birds. Okay. All right. So the third card represents, will you and this person be compatible? And the answer is hell yeah. Okay. Because we got the sun. This is Leo energy. This is talking about, you know, this person for a lot of you will be a soulmate, because this is the second soulmate card coming in. This is the strongest card in the deck. Spirit is telling you that this person has the capacity that you and them together have the potential to have a very rewarding, a very loving, a very passionate connection together with the sun card. Okay. Let's clarify. Okay. Let's see, your twin is gonna be thinking about the past, thinking about the mistakes they made, and kicking themselves for what they did wrong. When it comes to you, you're still dealing with issues from karmic family. So you've got some family members, okay, who've been brought back to work out things for you to work out things with in this lifetime. All right, let's get your person. Okay, so your person is going to be very communicative. This is going to be somebody who loves to talk. That you'll never know. You'll never not know where you stand with this person, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, they're going to be, calling and texting you. You're not going to even probably have the chance to call and text them, because they'll be checking in with you and letting you know how they feel. Okay. All right. So this next card here, it represents, will this be a lasting relationship? So we've got the Strength card. This is Leo energy. And I feel like it will be. Okay. This is about you and your person believing in yourselves and also believing in this relationship and not holding yourself back. And this is what Spirit is saying too, that this connection has the potential to go, to stand the test of time, to go for the long haul, but you can't hold yourself back. Okay. Your person has, your twin has trust issues. I feel like, a lot of you probably have them because of the things that you've been through and because of what you went through with your twin. But Spirit is telling you, these are some of the things you got to let go of so that the new can come in and be exactly what it is you want. Okay. So we've got divine timing. Spirit is saying that now is the time. Divine timing is at play in this connection. Okay. So for those of you who don't want the old, the new is definitely going to come in. All right. Your twin is learning how to surrender, how to let go of these things, not stop being in denial, and shifting out of their ego into their soul self. Okay. And they're going to be at a crossroads too and have to make a decision on whether they're going to, continue to pursue you or move on, with someone else. Okay. And when it comes to the new person, okay, you're going to have somebody, y'all going to have some little kinky times here with the whip. This is the new person with this whip card here. Okay. Because this is talking about kinky sex. All right. To take it as it resonates. Then we've got mountain. Okay. So I feel like when there's going to be obstacles or problems in the connection, this is what Spirit is saying, that this is where your self-belief comes in. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have ups and downs in any type of connection that you're in, whether it's a family relationship, a friendship, or it's a romantic relationship. And Spirit is telling you this is where the self-belief is gonna come in when when you get to these problems and these obstacles. And also I feel like Spirit is saying that it's going to be an altogether different experience when it comes to the hard times and the problems and the obstacles, because your person is going to, your new person is going to, want to work with you on things to get things going so y'all can move forward and move through it. They're going to want to collaborate and be a team with you to work through your problems and issues and move forward. Okay. All right. So the next card represents, will this person be your soulmate? We already know this. This is the third soulmate card coming up. We've got Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So they may have Sagittarian placements, or you may have. And then we have the Magician. So this is Spirit saying that, yes, this person is going to be a soulmate. This is going to, be a relationship that's going to be very healing, because the Temperance card is about healing. And this is something where I feel like you're going to be manifesting each other with the Magician card. And Spirit is saying that you have all the skills, tools, and abilities to manifest the life and love you desire. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. See, this is you stepping into your divine feminine energy, whether or not you're with the new person or the old person. Okay. And then your twin is going to learn how to step into their confidence. And that's what's going to make them want to come and chase you. All right. They're going to realize the error of their ways and the crap that they've done to you. And they're going to want to try to fix it. Okay. But you got a soulmate coming. You got the swan showing up twice. Remember, we had this other card. Where is it? Right here. The spirit animal. So you got your twin showing up here, and you have your soulmate showing up here. So this is talking about You know, the one, this person is going to be, that it says twin flame on here as well. But I feel like, you know, with these cards, spirit knows that we're talking about to give me qualities about the new person. So this is going to be the one. It's going to be blooming love. You know, there's going to be a lot of faith, a deep soul connection. I feel like this person is going to be really devoted to you, because I hear in my head Olivia Newton-John from Greece singing "Hopelessly Devoted." So this person is going to be hopelessly devoted to you, which I feel like is exactly what you want, and of course it's what you deserve. Okay. All right. So the last card is, will the relationship have the outcome you desire? So we've got the Seven of Cups that's showing up, and I feel like this is spirit saying, you know, only you know the answer to that, because you're going to have a lot of different options, and it has to do with what path you choose to go through your life. Okay, some things are going to be hard, some things are going to be, you know, love, some things are going to be really amazing. It depends on the path you chart through your life. Okay, let me clarify the Seven of Cups. But you're going to have a lot of different choices. Your person your person's going to be talking to you through, you know, telepathically, is what spirit is saying. I'm going to get a card for them. See, they're going to regret what they did. And, you know, this is about your twin, you know, trying to study up on this connection and learn. I feel like this is going to be like a last ditch effort. They're trying to understand what the connection is about now, so that they can come for you. Okay. And let me get some cards for your person. Seven of Cups. I feel like there's going to be a stalemate between in this connect. I'm not in the connection, but in between you, when it comes to you, because you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose. You're going to have your twin on one side begging you to be with them, and then you're going to have this other person coming in. Okay, and this is somebody who is going to, you know, they're going to refuse to walk away. You're going to have to tell them, if you decide that you want to be with your twin, you telling them is going to be the only thing that's going to get them to back down. They're not going to back down. So you're going to have, essentially, collective, you're going to have two people, possibly more, fighting over you. I don't know if it's going to be literally, but fighting over you figuratively, to be in a relationship with you. Okay, which I feel like is what you deserve, because you're doing the work and leveling yourself up. Okay, let me see what else we've got. Yeah, this new person is going to be a problem solver. They're going to be very curious about you, ask a lot of questions about you. They're going to really want to know about you. They could be an entrepreneur. This could be somebody who is very resourceful and very clever. Okay, so they're represented by the raccoon. All right, let me get a soul's journey lessons card. Like I said, you know, the choice is yours. This is like the craziest journey to be on. You know, it's a lot of pain, a lot of self-awareness, a lot of, you know, you go through dark nights of the soul, a lot of different things, but I feel like at the end of it, you know, it's going to all be worth it. Okay. So when it comes to the soul's journey card, we have denial. It says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Okay. I feel like this is talking about your person, that your twin is in a denial about a lot of things. And I feel like on certain levels, you may be as well when it comes to this connection, because nobody gives you an instruction manual. It's like this person pops up in your life, activates you, and then all of a sudden it's like you're losing your damn mind and you don't understand why. But you're both in denial. But I feel like you are going to have an epiphany. You're going to have illumination. I feel like when this new person comes into your life and treats you the way that you've always wanted to be treated, you know, I feel like the choice may be easy at first, but I'm seeing that your twin is going to level up. It's gonna cause this twin to level up and want to treat you right as well. But like I said, you have to ask yourself, what is going to be best for you? Who is going to be best for you? Who is going to treat you the way you deserve to be treated? Because for some of you, it could be the twin. It could be that the twin levels up, realizes the error of their ways, and starts to want to come and, you know, and be with you. But for others of you, you may just decide, you know, you don't want to put up with their BS anymore. And you may decide that the new person, that's who you want to be with. No choice is right and no choice is wrong. The only way it's right or wrong is if it's what's best for you. That's that's where the right or wrong comes in. It's your decision. Okay. So let's get some messages. First, we're gonna get some messages from your twin, and then we'll get some messages from the new person and see what spirit wants to tell you. Okay. So the first card is I'm scared of rejection. We know this. We know, they're going through a cowardice and a denial phase. And that's why, they haven't stepped up, because they've got to deal with their own triggers as well. Then we've got, I can't express myself. This is why the person is not coming forward and telling you. Like I told you, they're very logic based, and, they're drowning. A lot of them are drowning in this emotion because they're not used to dealing with it on this level. Then we've got the way I've treated you was wrong. Okay. So I feel like these are a lot of the things the person is going to be telling you, but I hear in my head, too little, too late. That's what I hear. So for some of you, you're like, you had your chance and you played around, and now you don't want to deal with it anymore. Okay. Let's get some messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. Okay, so we've got my love for you grows stronger and stronger every day. You are truly my wish come true. I'm so obsessed with you. Please be mine. Okay, so this person, like I said, you're not going to have to wonder about how they feel. Okay, because they're going to let you know at every chance, at every turn. They're going to let you know exactly how they feel, and the type of relationship that they want to have with you. Okay. All right, let me get some cards to try to get some advice from spirit. Let's see what spirit wants to tell you about this. Okay. So we've got warm embrace. Let yourself enjoy your partner's loving arms around your body. Their touch ignites a flame within you. Okay? This is what spirit is telling you about the connection. Sexual healing. Sexual energy can be used to reconnect. Let your bodies release some tension and enjoy pleasure. So this will be someone where, you have a very, active and good sex life. I'm sorry. It's just a lot of passion on both sides. You're going to be very attracted to your twin and very attracted to this person. So you've got to try to figure out what it is you want to do. And let me say this. If you can't decide, you can always let them know that, hey, I'm going to deal with both of you and figure out from that way. Date both of them and see, who's going to be best for you. But I feel like you're going to be very focused on what's going to be best for the collective, and not these men or women that are coming in. Okay. Because at the end of the day, it's about you and what's going to make you happy. All right. So I hope this helped, collective. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's an email address in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, collective.